Good morning, students. Today we would be discussing about canteen costing. In the last few sessions, we had been discussing about transportation costing and also hospital costing. So after discussing this, you might have guessed what this is all about. This is actually recording and managing of cost connected with a canteen business. Now, when the word canteen comes, all of us know that it is a benefit which can be provided to an employee or maybe towards in an educational institution to student community where food is being provided at a subsidized rate. So it is very, very important to manage the cost associated with this particular organizational setup because price is very sensitive in this business. Right. So that's why we are learning that separately. Now let's look at, as I said, canteen costing is nothing but application of costing principles to ascertain the cost of supplying canteen facility to each employee in case when it is being provided by a company or maybe each beneficiary. So for example, we have a canteen in our educational institution, so each one of us who take the benefit of it, who who eat food from there will be a beneficiary. So that is the general introduction to canteen costing. And the next thing is the type of expenses which will be incurred in a canteen setup. Right. First is the wages and salaries for the employees, and second it can be the expenses connection with provisions like what we need for making our food. It can be rice, wheat, vegetable, meat, flour, or all these will be coming under the provision category. Other services, of course, when you have to make food, you need to have other facilities. So those will be covered as expense in other services like gas, electricity, or maybe any other source of power which you use for your manufacturing or making of food. All that will be brought under another head. Then we have consumable stores. That is, you might need cutlery, spoons, forks, or maybe tableware, or it can be glassware, plates. All that will be another part which is needed as for you for doing your business. That is an expense for the canteen business. Then other miscellaneous expenses like no rent. Suppose if you've taken your building for rent, you have to pay the rent. So that will be like more or less fixed expense category. Then insurance for your business or maybe for the premises. And the other expenses can include when you are talking about transportation, carrying in and out. Suppose you might have some catering services also, so you will have to deliver the foods to the place of that function or to the locality where the customer has asked for. So transportation expenses, all such expenses which will be included under the cost of making one particular category of food, or in some cases it will be cost per order. Say one customer can come and say that we need 100 lunch for lunch for 100 people. So maybe you will price it accordingly based on that particular order because it's a bulk order. Not no, you are not selling it individually to each customer. So this is the context of computing expenses connected with a canteen business. Now let's look at how the balance, how the income statement or how the cost statement should look in case of a canteen business. Now, as I said, this will be the different category of expenses which we will take care of when we are preparing uh, the the cost sheet for canteen business. It can be a category of wages and salaries like cooks, chef, waiters, supervisors, all will be there. Then the provisions, which is very easy for us to identify, which is connected with making of food. Then miscellaneous expenses. So all these are, it's very simple to understand because it's something which we see in our daily life. This is actually the pro forma of cost sheet of a canteen business. And here I have shown only the total cost, but if you really want to find out the per unit cost, as we did for transportation costing and hospital costing, we can put one more column to the right hand side where per unit is computed based on number of units produced. So this is the pro forma, and now you have a question in front of you, which it is very easy for you to understand, and you can just try working on this and see whether the concept is clear for you.